to go. Somehow I still got caught up in the show of everything that everyone could offer me. Seems so easy.
Your faith in Him, you become healed.
Yes. All right now.
Sight. We have hearing. Hearing means to listen to officially and judiciously by way of examination. I really love this definition, but it goes on to say judicially. And judicially means serving to decide or determine. What are we listening to?
Well,
Are we listening to hip hop? The hip hop and you don't stop. I know y'all didn't know I could do that. Are we listening to the derogatory sayings of the way these rappers depict women? And in so doing, we just go along because we like the beat, which means we approve of what the person is saying. So when they call us out of our names, hello somebody, when they call you what you're really not, you've already allowed them, or you have already agreed with what they're saying about you.
that's right. That's right.
You're saying it's all right to call me a B. It's all right to call me a H, and I ain't talking about the yard too. Hello, somebody. Y'all don't understand that. Ask me after church. It's all right to call me names that have nothing to do with who God created me to be. And so I stamp my seal of approval on what's being said about me because I'm willing to listen to it. Not only am I willing to listen to it, but I'm willing to invest my money in buying those records which speak derogatorily about me.
Come on now, preacher.
The Bible says that if we're going to listen to something, my sheep hear my voice.
Well,
I know them and they know me.
well,
Whose voice are you listening to?
my.
Are we listening to the voice of the streets? Or are we listening to the voice of God?
Well,
Because if we're listening to the voice of the streets, we'll find that one day we'll be lost in there. And sometimes when we get lost, there's no return. Our sense of smell. I like this particular sense. It says a smell, to perceive the odor or perfume of your scent. The interesting thing about one's scent is that, like fingerprints, each of our scents are individual. No two people smell alike.
that's right.
This is proved by the fact that there are hunting dogs which you take an article of clothing from a person, put it under their nose, and they will track down that specific person. They won't go looking for anybody else. They'll go looking for the person whose scent that is.
That's right. That's right.
We talking, doctor.
So what scent are you giving off?
Talk about it.
Let alone taking in. Well, what scent do you have on you, and how are you trying to mask it? Do you think you can mask it with soap and perfume? Do you think you can mask how you really smell? And in whose nostrils are you trying to smell sweet in?
Oh, shucks now.
Are you trying to smell sweet in the nostrils of your friend, that guy or that gal who's you're associated with? Or are you trying to have this sweet smell for God? When Israel went before God, they always sent up incense. which was the sweetness of their prayers. How sweet are your prayers? And do you pray anyway? I know we all profess, we get down every morning when we wake up and we thank God for another day's journey. And before we go to bed at night, we profess that we give thanks to God for the day that he's allowed us to walk through, to roam through, to run through, to play through, to have a good time through. We profess these things, but the reality is, are we doing it?
All right.
Or do we just take it for granted?
I've always known the right way to go. Somehow I still got caught up in the show of everything that everyone could offer me. Seems so easy.